In our earlier video, we learned how to calculate daily RSI using Google Sheet. In today's video, we are going to understand how to calculate weekly RSI using Google Sheet. So let's get started. If you haven't watched our previous video, do watch that video. Then we'll be in a better position to understand today's video. So earlier we discussed RSI formula for initial RSI calculation and subsequent RSI calculation, where we were considering daily price. We were getting daily closing price using this formula, where we specify start date and end date, and we are looking for this price. Then we calculated daily gain, daily loss, then average gain of 14 duration, that is 14 days in this case, and average loss for 14 days. Then we calculated RS value and we calculated RSI. So this was for initial RSI value. Then for subsequent RS value and RSI value, we use this formula. For calculating weekly RSI, formula will be almost similar. Instead of considering 14 daily closing price, we are going to consider 14 weekly closing price. The formula is essentially same that we use for daily RSI calculation. Only change that we make is here in the last parameter, we specify interval as weekly. So earlier, when in case of daily RSI calculation, our formula was not using that interval. So by default, it is daily closing price. If you want to get weekly closing price, then you have to specify here last parameter to Google Finance as weekly. And once we do that, once we hit that formula, we are going to get weekly closing price. So you can see here for 5th September, then 12th September, 19th September, and for recent time, we see 20th February as closing day. We find weekly RSI for Infosys here as 37.89. And earlier we learned calculating daily RSI, which is coming on today's date as 22.48. Now we compare on money control. So here from this section, we can have technical analysis, daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis. So if we check daily basis RSI, it is coming as 23.19, which is near to this value, which is our calculation. And for weekly RSI, we find 34.21. In our case, we find as 37.89. So in this way, it is possible to calculate weekly RSI value using Google Sheet and Google Finance function. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section how this video was useful to you. Thanks for watching and happy learning. We'll see you in some other interesting video.